And so let's take a look at this next hand. Madness Wrath on the big blind. Miki Zinovka would limp in. Vandy Hermans and Heroes Nitty would both fold. Slim Pippin would fold as well. Action over to Max, who would call, and Madness takes the free check. Flop comes ace 6-5, 2 clubs on board. Possible straight flush draw. Some cautious checking all around. A second ace on board. Right now the 6 or even the 5 are very powerful cards. However, it'd be a check, and probably another. Oh, Madness Wrath would bet out for 100. Miki Zinovka would call. Miki probably has 2 pair by this point. Madness would throw in the towel. And Miki would call. He did have the 2 pair. Madness was trying to make a move, but only putting in 100 really isn't going to have too much power inducing a fold. But then again, Miki Zinovka is just the type to call, knowing that he's behind and hope to get lucky. Just turns out that he got lucky and that he turned out to be to have the best hand, I guess. Okay, so we'd get a couple of limps, and Miki on the big blind would check. On the flop, Madness would check to Miki, who would bet 100, and Max would fold. Madness taking some time to think about it before finally throwing it in, and Miki takes on this pot too. Once again, sorry about the yawning, but yesterday was a very long day for me. Vandy Herman's on the big blind. Here's Annie decides to limp. Slim Pippin deciding to fold. Maximum Loss also folding. Madness folding, so action is over to Miki, the small blind, and he decides to limp. He decides to limp, giving Vandy the free check. Queen 8 deuce on board, 2 clubs. Once again, this table is being very passive. Checking. And we see the ace of clubs completing a possible flush draw. Check. And another. Oh, Hero would finally bet out, and let's see where the others are at. There would be 2 folds, and Hero would take down the pot. Let's see here. One-on-one action. Miki and the big blind Hero. Here's an Eddie first to act on the flop. 5-6 Jack on the board. He would decide to check, and Miki would bet out. I don't really see Hero calling, but he does. I guess he's picking up on Miki's loose aggressive style. Hero decides to check. Miki might be finding that check call a little bit suspicious, and so he might be thinking about whether or not to bet or whether or not to simply check. He decides to make it a 200 bet. See where he's at. If Hero calls, Hero would definitely have a hand. You know, it's just a feeler bet. See where he's at. Hero, of course, taking his time in deciding what to do. And he decides to call. Okay, maybe he doesn't have that powerful a hand. probably one of those moderate hands. And he would check, and Miki Zanovka would all in. Smelling weakness from Hero. There's no way Hero can call now. His time to make a move, if he was going to make a move, was on the turn. With that second 10 up there, I really can't see him calling. Hero needs to think about what hands he could beat, and the prognosis was not good. Excuse me here. I'm going to see what I can do about this person who apparently is sitting on the table. Alrighty. Well, at the very least, I'll try adjusting the view, see if I can... Or maybe it's just me lagging. Could be. I'll try that again. Okay, I probably am lagging. He's probably... whoever this person is probably in a different position. Okay, there goes the person. Back to the action. Slim Pippin on the big blind. Looks like two limps and a quick check. Queen Jack Jack on the board. Hero checks over to the big blind, who checks as well. Miki Zanovka would toss out a min bet. And Slim would call. Four of hearts on the turn, making a complete rainbow. A quick check from Slim, and BK Zanovka would take some time to evaluate what to do. He decides 200 is a good amount to bet, and Slim Pippin releases it immediately.